Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to UKSM, being streamed live and proud from sunny Birmingham. The second day of our stream, isn't it fantastic? We're actually only 20 minutes late this time. Goodness, yesterday it was a whole hour. Right, so, first one of the day is going to be Phozonn with his 8-bit Sonic Trilogy run. Didn't even know there were 8-bit Sonic games, so it was a surprise to see this in the submissions list. I'm sure it was going to be great. But before I throw over to Pho, please remember that we are doing this for charity, Special Effect. They are trying to raise money to buy peripherals for disabled children to help them improve their quality of lives by playing video games. It's absolutely fantastic. So please donate by clicking !donate in the chat. It'll also be showing up periodically through the day, so please, just donate. Right, now that I've done that housekeeping, I'm going to throw it over to our runner. He can introduce himself and the game and his team on the couch, and we can actually start UKSM Day 2.
Alright.
Yeah, it's all yours.
Get ready.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I'm Phozonn, and this is Sonic 1, but not the one that you know,
Hello.
probably.
I'm his friend.
Yeah, these are my good friends. We got Seth.
Nano.
Yeah, Nano, Seth. We got James and Tom on the couch. And
Tables.
all we need to do is count it down, I think.
Yeah.
So you guys going to do a countdown? Yeah? Yeah?
Right.
What are we counting from? 3, 2, 1, you know, the old count.
2, 1, go!
Hey! All right,
Let's go.
we're into it. We don't have any spin dashing or any fancy mechanics. You have one button and it's jump. It's a lot of hold right to win, as you'll see in this first level. The game's not that broken, honestly. Let's see if I hit the signpost at the end here. Just about. No, that's actually the only level you really see that stuff for in this game. It's surprisingly stable compared to some of the stupid stuff that goes on in the Sonic 1 16-bit. So, what to say about this game? It was released after the original Sonic. Yeah, for an older system. There's a more technical bit. I'll try and show off this glitch over here, even though it's not technically faster, but I'll give it a couple of tries. Whoop. Oh, I need to jump slightly later. Sorry. I'm going on. Otherwise I'll down the spikes, I know I will. I think the sound is throwing me off slightly, actually. Maybe I should have just turned it off. Oh well. So the other thing about this, in a marathon, of course, we're timing it just with a big old RTA timer. So at the end of Sonic levels, you get bonus screens. And you get a higher speed bonus based on your time you finish the level. So actually, for a couple of these levels, we're going to wait until, unfortunately, we're going to go slow to go fast and wait until kind of 30 seconds on the timer or whatever, and then you get a shorter bonus screen, which turns out to be shorter overall. But that's not how we time it on the actual speedrun.com leaderboards, so just for marathon events only. So here's this first boss, who is the bane of my existence, he's literally 1 pixel out of range at the moment. You can't hit him now. He takes 8 hits to kill. 7 hits are fine over here, but the 8th hit is literally frame-perfect subpixel dependent, and your subpixels in this game, your Y subpixels, change literally randomly. It's a random RAM value that just changes every frame. So we get 1 try, 2 tries, 3 tries. Oh no. Hey, we got it on the, what was that, 5th try? We had like 8 or 9 tries to get it, so slightly past, slightly better, slightly worse than half.
So you want to get on the first try?
Yeah, like if you're going for the world record, that's one of the spots where it started being like, oh, if you don't get it first try, just reset because it's close enough to the beginning, but oh, it's frustrating. So onto Bridge Zone, which you don't get to see in like any other Sonic game as far as I'm aware. And in this one, we're being really careful not to pick up over 50 rings, because if you get over 50 rings by the end of a level, you have to go to a bonus level and play the entire bonus stage, which we don't want to do. Let's see if I can land this, it's pretty difficult. We bounce off the box, we get over the waterfall. So this is abusing the speed cap. We're staying over the speed cap on purpose. Normally, when you hold right and you're not in a rolling state, you're going to snap to the speed cap, as it were. But if you roll off a corner or bounce off of something, you get to hold right and keep accelerating past the speed cap. So we try and keep that for as long as possible. We have to get the full time bonus for that level, unfortunately. There's not. Oh yeah, here's everyone's favourite stage in speedrunning this game because it's an auto-scroller.
Just sit there.
Yeah.
You like a donut?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not.
You didn't get the jammy part.
It's no. That's just bread.
You want the jammy part?
Yeah. Hang on. It's not actually as do nothing as you think for an auto-scroller. I'm still trying to reduce lag by keeping various sprites off screen and stuff as much as possible.
Are you ready for another bite?
Yeah. I'm not looking at it. Oh.
Alright, we're good. No. You need some of that
Don't your
chicken.
full course meal.
We all know the first part of the meal stops with dessert.
Oh, so those falling bread sections are incredibly laggy, so I'm keeping the camera as high as possible.
How's the donut?
Pretty bad, actually.
I mean, it's 89p at Tesco.
Right. So you may be wondering, didn't I say we don't want to get over 50 rings or else we have to play a bonus level? You would be correct. But no, what we can do on this level is get to 100 rings, which then rolls back around to 0 when it gives you an extra life. So we're going to get past 100 rings.
If you don't get bonus.
Yeah. Unless you really want to see the bonus level. I mean, it's a load of colourful springs. It doesn't look like anything else in... yeah, well, we've made it to the end of the scroller, so...
There we go.
Just got to hit the signpost. Oh, we try and do something with the signposts here where the faster you run into them, the longer they spin for. So we try and drop on them with 0 horizontal movement, so they spin for the least time. There's a donut on my keyboard.
Sticky fingers.
Okay. Let's see how stupid we can get with this boss or not. So the side he comes up on is completely random.
Yeah.
I don't think I jumped fast enough, so I'm not going to go for 5 hits. You can get 5 hits on one side and then 3 the second time. Oh my god. I might die now. Yeah. So I tried to guess which side he was on. If I had gone to the side he was on, I probably wouldn't have quite landed on him in time. So I tried to re-jump, but my jump was too low that I can't bounce high enough above the water. But that's alright. We'll play it safer. Oh, my jump's still really low. This is scary. I'm blaming it on the keyboard. New keyboard.
You actually got him as well there.
Yeah, we got him. It's not fair. No, on the jungle boss, there's an even worse thing than that, where after you've completely killed the boss, you can still just jump off the side of the stage and die because the screen is still locked. Okay, we should be fine now. There we go. And then we try and run at the side of the screen exactly as it unlocks as he moves off. So we have that. So we've accelerated already instead of running into the side of it and starting at 0. Okay, this is the hardest zone in the game for sure coming up. So I'm going to concentrate and do something that only I do on this stage. It's completely the task does it and I do it, and that's it.
So the taskbot does this, but Liam being the madman he is.
I don't know. I haven't got the first half of it, so I just go for the next hardest thing. So I'd only get that like 1 in 10 tries. I might come back to it if there's spare time at the end because it looks pretty crazy. You stay like above the speed cap the entire way. So almost every pit in this level is just an insta-death pit. So every jump is very important. And then the ending is also very hard here. We want to roll down this ramp at exactly the correct speed to not get spat out by it, and then jump. Oh, and then jump with a couple of. Oh, for only a couple of frames, you have a jump to get off one of those platforms at the end. I mean, I could do it a safer way, but you know, that's boring.
We like to destroy our marathons here.
Yeah.
UKSM.
That's the safer way, landing in that gap there, but I can't go for the speed I was going for before after starting at the checkpoint anyway. Okay, so we've died like 3 times already, so it's going well.
It's going
It's
well.
going great.
Yeah, it's a good marathon.
I can assure you that I will certainly die at least one more point in this run, because there is an intentional death, so... Okay, Okay, yeah, you can see this stage is a vertical stage, which is an interesting gimmick. On the Game Gear version of this, it's very easy because when you fall down, the screen scrolls back down with you. On this version of this, when you fall down, you die if you touch the bottom of the screen doesn't scroll back down. So we're not going to fall down. Don't need an extra life. It takes too long to collect. I would like run off and do the entire level off screen, like I'll try and do for this last section here. Oh no. But you can't actually go the whole way up the platforms with off screen because some of them don't spawn. The moving platforms don't spawn until the screen is scrolled to them. So the task looks pretty crazy on that level. That's the level with like the most optimization, like headroom space of doing getting every last little second out of it. These vines are awful in inputs. Like that. No, I love this game though. This is my favorite Sonic game. Ooh, only just dodged the cannonball. Let's go.
Easy.
With the mouse? Oh no, okay. But that means if I accidentally click the mouse, I won't be able to have any inputs anymore. Mouse reveal, you can tell it's an emulator now. Shame.
No one clapped for your boss.
That was the best boss so far, the other ones are easy. Oh man. That boss is actually hard. Yeah, all the bosses one-shot you because you don't get any rings from the boss levels, so. Now we're in the water levels.
Water levels, Sonic.
Again, I'm doing a lot of controlling my speed whenever I'm over the speed cap, trying to keep that speed for as long as possible, because your speed cap underwater is a third of what it is in normal. Here we have to damage boost through this enemy, otherwise you have to wait for him for a million years. And then we get a little zipping action.
There you go.
You can zip vertically in this game, whereas the 16-bit ones have a lot of weird horizontal zips. Well, they have vertical zips as well, I suppose.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, this one looks upwards for the next safe place to stand when you're in between those. Okay, landing on that signpost again. 43 is pretty good for Labyrinth 1, forgetting what the levels are called. Labyrinth 2 is a lot of the same, we get another zip. And again, did I pick up a bubble there? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
If I did, I didn't need to, but if there is one on screen, it makes it lag, so I might as well. Like, it looks much better to do it bubbleless, because the timer like counts down to 0 and everyone's like panicking and
Yeah, no, you're fine. Usually, most of the time.
So that was an abusive speed cap there, getting the roll bounce off that enemy. And then we actually hit the speed cap on purpose in a couple of places so that we can like re-roll up another corner, or stop before, in the next case, stop before the platform that we need to zip up, because you need to be not moving whatsoever for the zip to happen. And they're really easy to do. That's the only thing you need for it to happen, is for you to not be moving whatsoever. So there we hit the speed cap on purpose, so that we can stand here in the right place. 2, 1. Oh, we didn't even see the 0. And then it's just a load of jumping. So Mammon, the French world record holder for this game before I came along, like who had the record for like 2 or 3 years. We called that emerald down there. There's a little emerald in that spike pit we jumped past. We call it the Mammon Emerald. I like to tell this story to embarrass him every time. We call it the Mammon Emerald because in his world record run that was just there for like 3 years.
Yeah.
He fell down, collected that emerald by accident, falling in the spike pit, had to get out and come back up. Like that was the Mammon Emerald for it. So this boss, last time I played this boss in a marathon, I died to him like 5 times in a row. So we'll see if the curse is broken or not. Because this first boss hit is really difficult.
Yeah.
Let me just... Yeah, there we go. So you have to... Your bounce is really low when you land on them like that. But it has to be high enough for you to get back to the ground to land on. But then it can't be too high or else the bullet hits you, then he fires. And then we get to one-cycle him. Because we got 2 hits in the middle of this stuff. Yeah. I suppose the bosses do actually get progressively harder in the speedrun. Thematic. Oh, apart from Scrap Brain. That doesn't really have a boss. We'll see it in a minute. Okay. Talking of Scrap Brain, I think it is next. And it's completely different to the 16-bit one, as is most stuff in this game. This is one of the levels where you might have to actually wait until the timer hits 30 seconds instead of, oh, I did not jump far enough. Well, now we won't have to wait for the timer to hit 30 seconds because I slowed down over there. Because yeah, the bonus screen would take longer if I just hit this signpost at 29 seconds, 28 seconds. So not much to this level. This is a very simple level to introduce Scrap Brain Zone. The next level is like the longest level in the zone. The longest level in the game that isn't the auto-scroller. Hey, we got an extra life on the signpost. I don't know why that happens. There's a reason to do with the coins in the timer or something, but who needs extra lives? Oh, we do for this level. Yeah, when you get over 9, it just carries on saying 9 anyway, so at some point you just can't tell. Yeah, so these flames are random. They don't start at the beginning of the level or anything. I think they start from like power on, so you can't really predict them. But we want to take damage on purpose here because it's the least laggy place we can lose our rings. Over here. And then we don't want to collect any more rings for the intentional death coming up after we hit this switch. This fall is an important part because we have a 4-frame window, 3 or 4-frame window to move to the right in the right place. Hang on. Oh, never mind, hang on. Yay, we got it. Okay. Oh. Yeah, you just have to hit exactly the right moment to skip a section of the level, get in that alcove before you're supposed to. And then we die to this enemy on purpose because we hit that switch which kind of switched those doors around back there. But normally we'd have to go all the way around back to that teleporter, teleport back up there and come back down on the other side of this door. But we die, we respawn in that teleporter, and here we are. These slopes love to eat your inputs as well. There's only a couple of surfaces in this game that totally eat inputs, but when they do, damn do they. Yeah. And now the boss level. Boss level. Yeah, spot the boss. I quite like this level actually. As boring as it is, there's lots of like tiny optimized movement you can do with the gates opening. Like you can slow down and run through them at exactly the right time like that. And landing on the springs properly and stuff. Not bonking into the walls. I'll give a shout out to the 8-Bit Beast who's done amazing task runs of this game, which I've learned a lot from. Implement into my runs. Oh look, it's the boss!
Oh no!
There he goes!
Wow!
First try!
Amazing!
First try!
Oh, that's
actually, I'm gonna waste time and try and show off. You can clip through the little corner of that platform and just stand in the pit for no reason. Yeah, first try.
World record pace, guys!
Oh yeah, oh no, we died 3 times, hang on.
You like some donut?
No, I'm done with donut. Okay, yeah, this level's actually hard, like the second hardest level in the game. So you can get a really fast cycle on this, which I've already missed by missing that jump. And that cannon is also fairly random to fire. Let me try again. So, yeah, this level is definitely... Jungle's the hardest, this level's the second hardest. To do fast, at least. These lightning cycles are... they are always the same when you first spawn into the level, but now that I've died, it's fairly random. And I just have to adjust and watch out for them. Can't miss that one. And then we just skip over here. And wait for the lightning. There we go. That looks dangerous, but that works every time. I love that little last platform jump. You just, yeah, this game feels so nice. Like when you're halfway up a platform, you just skip upwards. You like clip up onto the platform, just puts you on it. So you can work on getting those like lowest possible jumps to just get up to a platform to move slightly faster up onto it. Oh, these cannons are completely RNG, so I've got a really bad pattern here and I have to wait for it. See if I can get past. There we go. But as bad as these cannons are, I then get to skip the entire rest of the level by taking the shortcut, and that's that level. So I actually didn't die to those cannons. That was probably the most likely place I'd die in a normal run because they're just RNG which way they're facing, and you have to run left and the camera doesn't show them. Like, so we have the final boss for this game, and then we're on to Sonic 2 afterwards.
Great.
Final boss for this game has a bit of a trick to it. You'll see how many tries it takes to get. I'll give it a couple of tries because it's faster to try again if I fail it. Oh, that's good.
Oh,
so we're in here.
Yeah, there we go.
As you can clearly tell, we're meant to be in here. That's definitely how it was intended. We have to get out of here because that orange ball actually does come through there and kill us. But then we just get straight back in again, so we're alright. And that will be the end of Sonic 1 when we hit the teleporter. And I'll go straight on to Sonic 2 because this is a Trilogy run.
Nice.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're switching co-commentators.
Talk to Randy, Tom.
Alright. Hey Tom. We defeat the Smegman for the first time. Oh. So this game is a completely different dev team. Like, the movement feels really different. There's still no spin dashing. But we are roll jumping everywhere. Because when you roll and then jump, you get way more horizontal movement than you would. Like, I don't know what it is. You go faster. Roll jump, go fast. So yeah,
Roll jump faster than
here he comes. Oh, apologies for the worst bonus screens in Sonic history, by the way. The worst bonus screen noise.
It's okay. We're not apologising for the couch though.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say my best Sonic game is the first one, and I get progressively worse at these ones. So I'll be concentrating slightly more and more as they go on. Okay, that's good. I'm pausing and unpausing at the signpost here because again it's an RTA timer thing that we wouldn't normally do for the leaderboard, but it makes the bonus screen. So when you pause and unpause, it starts the timer running again. That would normally stop when you hit the signpost. And when the timer goes on for longer, you get a less of a time bonus. So the bonus screen takes shorter time. But normally we'd cut out the bonus screens on the leaderboards so that we get to do the normal level as fast as possible. Oh, I'm a latecomer to this game. The other game, a load of little things or doing stuff that the task has done that other people haven't. This one, most of the stuff is found by Worcester, who did his world record run that's still standing years and years ago. I tried to beat it for a while. I ground it for ages. Oh, I'm doing this. I wasn't paying attention. I'm doing it now. We'll see if it goes well. Oh god. There's no reason to do this whatsoever. It's completely putting the run at stake. Okay. Yeah, I could just no. This is a bad time. I could just stand and jump over the cannonballs like anyone else. Okay.
It's fine. Your boy Eggman.
Hey, we did it. We survived. Yeah, he saved me once. He saved me again. I'm not sure what that story is supposed to be. Like, he could just let Sonic fall into the pit of lava that he rescued me from, but, you know.
You may as well, right? We've already had a whole game. Make it with a climactic ending.
Oh yeah, so the story of this game is that I'm sure it was changed like partway through development because you can see the intro screen, so the acts have Tails like in their picture. So it seems like Tails was scheduled to be playable, but he's not. Oh, we got that. That was like frame perfect to land on that spring immediately. Yeah, I don't think I've done that really before on NTSC. Oh, I was an idiot. So what I tried to go for there was the hardest trick in the game. I'll get back to the story afterwards. Is the dinosaur back? Oh, you're raising my expectations for dinosaur. Yeah, that's the hardest trick in the game, to try and jump over this hang glider and get across this entire gap without using the hang glider. You have 2 pixels, I think. But I tried for it once. We wasted 20 seconds, 15 seconds, I don't know. So, whatever.
I've only really seen you speedrun the first game.
That's all right. Ask all the questions that everyone else might be asking. That is your job.
So, what is your favourite level on this one?
Scrambled Egg 2. Yeah.
I love the names.
Oh, that jump is too early. It's fine. We'll just go on these springs instead. Yeah, Scrambled Egg 2 is the second last level. It's also one of the most technically intense levels. Oh, the in-game timer was at 20 instead of 21. We wanted 21 to reduce the bonus screen. Yeah, we'll see Scrambled Egg 2. I'll try and do some stuff on Scrambled Egg 2.
So what's the next trick we're going to look out for then?
Piercing bonus screen noise. The next trick. What's the boss for this? The boss for this Sky High is pretty awkward. We have to take very specific routes to kill the little baby chickens, and then the mama chicken is also incredibly specific hits without dying to its peak. So
This game's story is all over the place.
yeah, I have no idea. Who talks about lore in a speedrun, you know? Okay, we killed all the eggs. Now we kill the mama. Can we get the 4th hit in before the beak lowers? Oh, we can. That's pretty good. That was a good boss fight. I wasn't expecting that to go so well.
I think it's essentially assist-driven ultimate, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know if that boss is reused anywhere else, but yeah. He came back eventually.
And you still have to mash on the load screen.
I have to mash on each act entry screen, yeah, here. So we're in Aqua Lake. This is the water zones. And we're going to try and not go in the water at all, because you get to skip across it. There's no spin dashing, it's just, you just go across it fast enough so it skips you across. So we're going to do a really swaggy little thing here, which is to skip all the way through there and straight to the signpost. That was pretty good. Things are going well. And we get the timer on 21 again. Excellent. All right. Unfortunately, we weren't moonwalking through the water. You can be facing backwards there. I was facing forwards. It just depends on exact timings of pressing left or right. But we didn't fall in the spikes before that and die, so good enough.
There's only one giant this thing.
Right. So I said we were trying to not go in the water, but unfortunately Aqua Lake 2 is entirely underwater. So here we are in the lemon seas. I missed my gap. There's the shortcut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, this is the precise.
So you count to 6 down there, right?
Eight groups of rings on the left. Just a precise rightwards press to land on top of that enemy. Oh, I've moved the mouse back on screen again, haven't I? So we gotta ride these bubbles. You get the best Sonic animation of him wiggling in the bubble though. So if the bubble touches a wall or a ceiling or a floor, I don't know how it's going to touch the floor, it's always rising. It breaks immediately. You have to go all the way back down to where you got the bubble from.
The hitbox is kind of forgiving though, right?
Not on the walls it isn't. On the floor, on the ceiling it is. We're going to try. This is the most input-eating-y, laggy section of the game right here. So I'm just pressing the jump buttons as fast as possible right now. All these air bubbles rising up and different sprites on screen. I don't know. The fact that it's on a Sega Master System. Oh, it took my jump away. Who was saying that earlier? Oh my god. Okay, so I really don't want to fall down this pit. Okay, there we go. If I fall down that pit, I waste an entire minute. So let's not do that. Let's take the shortcut to the end of the level.
You've only made one massive miss that I've seen so far, right? Well, not even massive, but like more than a few
What, dying to the boss a couple of times? I don't know. Talking of dying to the boss, here comes the boss. We have to get there first. This is a seal, and what we do with him is try and skip his attacks. Well, in between each attack he normally wiggles around a bit and does a bit of animation, but we try and skip it by baiting him in. Oh god, I've already failed. Oh, he hit himself. Okay, I don't even know how to do that. Anyway, so after we get the hit on him how we should, over here, we bait him in by jumping up to try and... He tries to get underneath you. But if he doesn't, he starts his next attack straight away, so you get to hit him much sooner than waiting for him to stick around. Although you can die by him trying to get underneath you, so I'm making sure to land soon enough. But if you land too soon, then he doesn't run towards you at all, so you don't skip the attack. Yeah, Aqua Lake boss down. Hit the old capsule. Oh yeah, save the animals. I mean, you have to progress, so I guess so. Sure. What is this, some Metroid clone?
Did you enjoy your donut earlier?
No, it was terrible. We're on Green Hill Zone. It's not the first levels of this game, for some reason. I'm gonna see if this slope is nice to me. Oh, just about. Sometimes it just doesn't put you up on top of that loop for no particular reason. So we're taking the high route. It's going well. We're gonna try and roll jumping. We got over there, but we didn't bounce off the box. It's pretty good. As long as we stay on the high route, it's good. A good Green Hill 1. Green Hill 2 is a lot the same, except more precise. And worse if you fail. And then Green Hill 3 is absolute hell. We'll get there. Yeah, the boss of Green Hill 3 is the first big RNG of this game. He wobbles backwards and forwards. Sometimes you get 2 hits on him. Sometimes you can get... Oh, I got that jump, nice. Sometimes you can get only 1. Oh, okay.
It's quite forgiving, right? Like, there's not too much RNG.
Oh yeah, there's only two instances of RNG. Oh, I'm on the bottom path. I haven't done this in years. I haven't played this game for that long. Oh well. Whoops, we hit the bottom path. I hit these springs. I want to hit those springs, thanks. Hang on, let me just jump from the correct position so I'm back in track. Oh, never mind. We'll get the Chaos Emerald. How about that? Woo! I think the Chaos Emeralds give you continues in this game, so you know, just for marathon safety.
Just in case they really scramble your egg.
Yeah. Just in case they really scramble my egg. So here's the boss. We'll see what he does. The rest of the level is also really precise to land on these springs exactly correctly. So, I already missed. So when you roll jump onto a spring, it actually gives you way more... Let me just roll jump onto a spring. It gives you way more acceleration left and right than if you didn't roll jump onto those springs. Which is required to get over this section over here. If I miss any of these springs on here, I die instantly. So that's good. We got over there. And here's the boss. Alright, good RNG for the first 2. So we got 2 hits on him there because he wobbled backwards and forwards for a bit. He didn't wobble backwards and forwards for a bit there, so we only got 1 hit on him. And he did it again there, so good, bad, good so far. Alright, 3 good. Oh god. There we go. 3 good and 1 bad. So pretty good. I said I wouldn't go for that last hit. that was a very risky last hit to go to the left side of him there instead of waiting for him to come across the pit, because he can just crush you against the wall instantly. But oh well, it worked. It's good. It's good.
It's good. You have your continue anyway.
Okay. Gimmick Mountain. So I'm going to do some craziness on this stage involving getting across a gigantic spike pit hopefully without dying, but also entirely not the intended route, because I'm just using iframes to run all the way across the spikes. So let's see if I get that. It's very precise. I only have a little window to jump again before my iframes run out. Oh, we didn't. I hit the spikes immediately, so I know I wouldn't make it. So I can go back and get the invulnerability instead. This is the backup route now. But you get to see a fancy glitch, I think. I'm not sure if it's actually fast, but it looks cool. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're getting up there. Just wait for the platform to... Yep. Okay, yeah, okay. Just a bit further. Oh, back down we go. Look, I don't take this route. I take the good route. We have the invulnerability to get across the spikes. If it runs out before I get there again, then I suppose I'm screwed. I don't know. Oh, here we are. Okay, now I know where I'm going. Yeah, normally I don't see any of that level over there. Okay, we're fine. So you got to see kind of the back half of that. I took damage off the spikes. That's where I would have jumped to get over them. Oh man. At least I didn't die on that level. So here's the worst level in the game, because everything is so precise, because there's at least 2 frame perfect tricks. Let's see how many I get. I've already failed. That was just failing a roll jump there. You saw I didn't go as far as normal as all my other jumps I've been doing. So jumping off these springs is frame perfect. Hey, it's frame perfect, I got it! So that you get over those enemies there. Hit the worst of spring. That's called the worst of spring, much like the Mammon Emerald. In Worstest World Record, he hits that spring, so we make fun of him for it. We didn't get that frame perfect spring jump though. You see, it only saves like half of a second for a frame perfect trick. So it's not terrible for that level. The worst level. Not the most dangerous level, but just gross and precise-wise. And then we have a bit of an auto-scroller type boss, or getting to the boss. It's the pig, it's the boar. All the bosses being like animal-themed. Yeah, we have to babysit this platform for a bit. Let's hide behind the pillar. Yep. Okay. Let's not go for the stupidest stuff to... You can like run along those spikes for a split second and jump off of them, so let's not do that. So I'm going to really try hard not to die on this boss. Hang on. Because dying on this boss wastes a lot of time. No, you can't get 2 hits on him. You can, like, put him into his vulnerable state straight away by running into him and rolling into him like I am. I'm just really scared of dying on this guy. Hey, okay. Oh, we got it. Let me try and run off the screen as it unlocks, but you don't have a visual cue of Eggman wandering off for these ones. Hello, where's the capsule? There we go. Okay. Which means we're on to the final zone of this game. Before we move on to Sonic Chaos after that. Eggs are a scrambling. So the gimmick of these zones, these acts are these tubes here, that you pick your direction. Oh, jump on the spring, please. You pick your direction by holding, kind of like Pac-Man or whatever, before you get there. And there are various mazes where you have to know the correct direction. So of course it's easy when you played the game 100 times in a row. I mean, 1,000 times in a row. I've played the game more than that. Oh yeah, rolling uphill, by the way, accelerating uphill. Yeah, roll jumping does crazy stuff. So I'm going to go for a tight little jump at the end of here. First, we're going to jump on the spike pit on purpose, so we move this platform. We despawn the platform, it respawns coming back the other way. And then we're going to try and jump off of this falling platform to get into this pipe. Oh, not quite like that. If I didn't make it back on that platform, I was dead for certain, so that's a hard... you have to get that back up or else that's an entire level over again. Alright. Apart from roll jumping everywhere, yeah. Well, here's something in my favourite level we were talking about earlier, Scrambled Egg 2. So I'm going to go for it and then try and explain it, because I need to concentrate on it. Oh, let's start again. I'll go for it one more time. So we need this enemy to explode at exactly the right time. We jump down at exactly the right point to follow his bullet down. Get hit by his bullet on purpose, which pushes us upwards into a pipe backwards that we're not supposed to go to. And then we get to go along the pipe in the wrong direction. It looks pretty cool. Oh, he has an exploit. I'm just going to go the top route instead. No, the loops are done by cutscenes in this game, because I don't know how else, they didn't know how else to handle them, I don't know. Yeah, it's also possible to jump through that tiny space that the platform just moved through. There's like a tiny gap in the wall. If you jump exactly specifically, you can roll through there as Sonic, which I can do on the, you can see on the world record runs. So I'm second on this game and Worcester is first. I've been grinding this game, well, not recently, but I was grinding this game for like weeks and weeks at one point to try and catch up to Worcester.
Back and forth between you and the other guy in the first game, didn't it?
Nah, in the first game, I don't know, I was just grinding for ages against Mammon, the French runner. In Alex Kidd, which I'm doing on the main stage later, it's the world record's been going back and forth between me and a random Julien for a good like 3 or 4 tries now. So if we can clip onto that corner, we can. Just get high enough, you have to be at the top of your arc to get on the corner. And we're going to make our way to the final boss, who you'll see who it is shortly. It is not the Smegman. It's this dude. Oh, I thought I was going to die there. I think I had to jump on the first frame to not die to him. Okay, we missed 1 hit on him so far. Oh, he's giving me good RNG and I'm messing up. Okay, so he can roll into this ball and do a ball attack, which takes ages, and you can't hit him while he's doing it. So he was not rolling into a ball for ages there, and I missed a couple of hits. That's him down already. So that's the end of Sonic 2. We're moving straight on to Sonic Chaos when the timer stops, which is now.
Nice. Right.
Oh yeah, thanks. We're switching places again. Shout outs to Cresm, who has the world record in this game, and who I was racing against last week doing these games. I won Sonic 1, which I'm best at, and then he won this game, which he's best at. I should have slowed down slightly. Okay, so the thing about the signpost at the end of this game is you have to spin dash off screen at the right time. So when this 990 kilometers per hour, whatever the speed calculation comes up with at the end, yeah, whenever that ends, you lose control of Sonic. He starts slowly walking off the screen. if you spin dash just before you lose control of Sonic, he quickly runs off the edge of the screen, which is better.
Yeah, obviously you can see a lot until it lets you go, and then it just does whatever you were doing.
Oh, make that jump, okay. We get rocket shoes, because sure, why not? This game, the games slowly get more and more insane as they go along. I don't really know what's going on in this game, to be honest.
I'm not really familiar with this one as much as the Sonic one.
Yeah.
It's not prepared to be like really...
This game is strange. And all the levels are very short, as you can see as well.
Yeah. Well, I suppose that makes it more competitive, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes it much more optimized very quickly, which can be a good thing, I don't know. It makes it very difficult to get in on the top times when you're first starting. Yeah. Thank you. I will. Okay, so we managed to take care of that boss in the correct way, which is to...
That was like, I literally looked away and you were done.
We jump behind him as he just comes on screen, and then you can just hold down and left and keep nudging into him. Get pushed back, you get bounced back into him into the edge of the screen and hit him again. It works by itself, it's perfect.
This one, as like explored.
Sorry, say again? Say louder.
Is this one as explored?
Is it as explored? It's probably more explored, to be honest. Because Cresm has found so many glitches in other Sonic games over the years. And he... What? I'm sorry, I've been stuck in a pit. For some reason, I don't know what trap there is there, because I haven't been there before. But on the back of that spring block, it pushed me in the opposite direction. There's a load of weird hidden springs in this game, which I've never seen. So what happens when you're learning the run is, you learn a level, and it's absolutely fine. And then one day, you discover there's this hidden spring in this one block in the floor, which screws you over. And you didn't know about it before, and it was not a problem whatsoever. But now that you know it's there, you lose to it half the time. Yeah.
Is that a glitch or is that like a random?
No, I think they're all there. I just don't know about them until I finally find them. Can I spin dash, please? Okay, I'm bad at spinning. Oh yeah, first game was spin dashing in the 8-bit ones, which I'm bad at. Again, it's a different dev team, and just mainly the spin dashing. The roll jumping is still the same like Sonic 2 before. The spin dashing is just normally the fastest way to start every level and move around in general. So here's a boss clearly stolen from Sonic Mania, which came out 20 years later, of course. No, Sonic Mania likes to reference a lot of old bosses. It has this one in it. So we're going to try and avoid the balls to insta-kill us. Hey! We didn't quite... We bonked to the edge of the screen, because the screen only unlocks a certain amount of time after the boss dies, so we try and run off at exactly the right time. But
I know you were saying about in the previous ones you don't want to, in certain levels you don't want to go under a certain time because then it takes forever doing the countdown. Is that right?
Oh yeah, so with the speed bonuses in this game it's a much less so. There's a couple of things you can do, like when you get more rings, your speed bonus is slightly lower even though you've taken the same amount of time to complete the level, I think. But it's very negligible in this one compared to the other ones. Oh, yeah, it's like, if you complete... I've got 999s before, I don't know, like... He's fast, obviously. That's all it wants you to know.
It's like almost a waste of time.
So, Scrambled Egg... no, not Scrambled Egg 2. Sleeping Egg 2, whatever the weird stage names are here. Oh, that's perfect. We take those weird, jewel springs up. They give you a double jump, basically. And this is the first time we see... When you collect 100 rings, it warps you straight to a special stage.
And then you just leave it immediately.
And then you just end the special stage immediately. And you finish the level. It's faster than completing the level normally. So, why not?
So is it... Do you do that tactically to skip that level, or is it not?
Yeah, completing that level normally takes longer than doing that. So yeah. Yeah, and we do it on the water levels later as well, because we don't want to... Hopefully, we will see no water whatsoever in this game, because the lag is insane. So jumping on top of this boss was a bit precise. I'm kind of glad I wasn't paying attention, because you just kind of have the muscle memory. Yeah, as he comes down, you have a small window to get on top of him, and then you can just stay bouncing on top of him in the right place to get all the hits in. A lot of bosses in this game, weirdly, you can just kind of stay bouncing on top of them, and just, I don't know what they were thinking, like, especially for this next zone's boss. You don't even have to press anything. Like, so, yeah, I think so, yeah. Like, well, the Sonic 1 on here was basically made by pretty much one guy, I think. Well, pretty much, I know. Okay. Mecha Green Hill, yeah, halfway through the game again.
The actual speed that Sonic moves, like, kind of, the way he accelerates in this game, is it faster or like the same as the previous two?
Well, because of the spin dashing, it's faster. It feels faster. The controls on this game just feel clunkier. Hang on, I want to spin dash. There we go. The controls on this game feel clunkier. Like when you're rolling, it's hard to break out of a roll. It eats your inputs randomly more than the other games. As far well, that I feel. Other people say that the other games eat your inputs more, but I played them so much I don't feel like they do. I'm just trying to get over the spring here. It's a tight little spin dash and then jump. There we go. And then we land on this double jump spring all the way to the end. And that leads us to the boss of Mecha Green Hill. I don't know what the boss's names are technically. I think they probably have like old names in some old manual. But yeah, this one's just I don't know how they intended for you to beat it, but I don't understand. I don't understand why it's so easy. Well, I shouldn't say that now because I'll just fail it. Okay, how you doing? Yeah.
I want to see my little boy.
Here he comes. There he is.
Tag out, James.
No. I was just laughing.
Okay, and now these are the water levels, although you wouldn't know it. I mean, it's called Aqua Planet, so I guess so, but yeah, we're going to do the bonus stage thing again on it, hopefully, if we can collect enough rings by the time we get there. Oh, I missed some of those. Oh, I need to increase my power, yeah, sorry. Oh, spin dash, please. There we go, we're in the bonus level. No water for that one. Let's see if we can do the same thing on the next one.
Right, so it's in every stage has one.
So the special stage that you're taking to stays the same until you beat it. So because I didn't beat it the last time, it's just going to take me to the same one. Oh, I just got on there. Yeah. Like other special stages wouldn't work actually because you can't like end them immediately like that, I think. But luckily the first one is good for us, so there we go. Normally you could collect those rocket shoes and collect a load of rings in the sky or whatever. If you accidentally collect the rocket shoes, you can't get rid of them, so it's really awkward.
So if you take them, you keep them outside the special stage?
No. It's just like a... They'll power up, they'll last for a certain time, I think. But you do get them in the stages, outside special stages, like the second level, I think, have them. So here we see some familiar enemies that we had in Sonic 2. Well, you only just see them come on screen before I annihilate them. There's 6 of these little chicks. And then their mama, who we lure towards the wall here so that we can do this and mash it between the wall and itself. Oh, you know, bounce up and down. And then all we have to do is dodge its little baby rockets, which come down in the same pattern every time. And you know, this game gets weirder. Yeah, oh, I mean, have we? So they're all pretty weird, to be honest, in this one. Yeah, that was an actual boss fight, unlike previous boss fight. So in the final zone of this game, we're nearing the end of the Trilogy run. Electric Egg. So this level has a couple of different routes. It does have a bonus level route again, which I haven't learned, to be honest, but it's only like less than a second faster that Cresm has started doing more recently, so I need to get him to teach me that. But you know, the level's so short anyway. So short in this game. So that's that one.
Is that the same amount of levels?
Is it the same amount of levels? Is it the same amount of zones? It probably is. About. This is my least favourite level in the game right here. Because it's so laggy. It's the laggiest. to not land in that pipe. There we go. Oh, eat all my inputs. Ooh, crispy. And then we spin dash through the enemy because it can't hurt us when we're just starting a spin dash for some reason. Okay, and that's the level over. It's really short. Oh well, I guess we have to jump off this platform. Cool. You know, this might actually be my PB for Sonic Chaos because I'm doing pretty well. I haven't really tried to get I haven't grounded for a long time to get on the high leaderboards of Sonic Chaos yet, so this one's going to be pretty good though.
Where
so
are
far.
you on Sonic Chaos?
I can't remember, maybe like 6th, 5th, I don't know. Okay, see if we can get into that entry, we can. Otherwise we fall down there and have to wait for a platform to scroll us all the way up. And then we're going to hit this boss at the correct time. So what I'm trying to do with this boss, this is the final boss, I'm trying to stay on the forwards half of him the entire time. Otherwise he fires this ricochet bullet which can come back and actually hit me. Yeah, and that was really good. So that's the first stage, and then we have the second stage, which insta-kills me even though I have rings. Hooray! This is nerve-wracking. It's the final hit of the game. Yes! Okay. And this is going to be time. This is going to be time as I hit this. That's time now. Okay. That's definitely a PB for Sonic Chaos, I think. Did I die anywhere? Maybe. It's pretty good. Oh.
Would you like to know how well you did?
Yeah, I think I was pretty far underestimate for that then.
Yeah, have you got a guess?
I know the world record for the Trilogy run, although we don't have an official leaderboard, is like 46.50 something. So, 48.
49.33.
Okay.
Is that's good?
49, yeah, it's under 50, it's great.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for coming along. If there's anything you want to quickly say before I kick you off my stage, go ahead.
Thanks for having me, and looking forward to Alex Kidd later as well. And
yeah, okay,
keep doing what you
cool.
do, raise the money for the charity.
Thank you for coming along. Stream, we'll be right back as soon as we can. We're just going to set up our next run, which is going to be codename Kids Next Door Operation Video Game, which should be a blast. So, see you all soon.